Now on CoastTV News.
It's a mild and muggy start to our Memorial Day, even some showers and storms now, but it could become really stormy later today. It's a first alert day for the potential severe weather. I'll have the timing and impacts coming up next.
We have remembrance as well as a travel day for many. We're looking at the history of Memorial Day and the road conditions for holiday travelers. 2 people are recovering after a plane crash near Salisbury, what we know this morning. And a storm that already killed at least 18 people could hit 120 million people in the U.S. today. Who these storms are impacting and if we could see the effects here on Delmarva.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It's Monday, May 27th, 2024. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Paige Marley. A very important day across our country as we remember everyone who has served this Memorial Day. So maybe you're off work, maybe you're going to work today, or you're just planning on enjoying the day off, but it sounds like weather could impact outdoor plans you have. So we are going to bring in First Alert Meteorologist Bob Trihy now. Bob, outdoor plans, yay or nay for Memorial Day?
That's a good question, Paige, and good morning to you. Yeah, really depends on the time of day. Now, for example, we're seeing some showers now. We'll probably get a break a little later on, then a bigger burst of storms as we go later today. But right now, we have just some run-of-the-mill showers across Sussex County and parts of Delmarva. A heavier shower near Lewis right now, maybe a rumble of thunder as well. More showers across southern parts of Sussex County, and then east of Salisbury seeing showers there. But right now, Eastern Shore, you are quiet. We have a little front here triggering some showers, even some thunderstorms across New Jersey, but there is a bigger, stronger cold front back to our west across the Ohio Valley. That could bring the severe weather later today. It's 60s and 70s right now temperature-wise. It is mild and muggy out there, and we've got a southerly wind. And here's Futurecast. We'll see a few showers this morning. Then I think we get a break and we warm it up into the 80s, a strong southerly flow. And then as we move into the afternoon, keep an eye to the sky and be prepared to have a plan B as we see strong storms building in, maybe after about 3 o'clock and then 5 o'clock. You can see this big bullseye of heavy rain, maybe hail, gusty winds as well. So we'll really have to be on the lookout this afternoon for that severe weather and then clearing out as we go into this evening. So for our Memorial Day, for ceremonies and other activities, we're looking at on and off showers this morning, 72, 80 by noon, and then by 4, a better chance of severe weather and 82. Much more on your forecast coming up in just a bit.
Bob, thank you. We'll look forward to that. Now, as Bob just said, today is a first alert weather day. People across the country, they're already experiencing bad weather, like what is expected later for Delmarva. At least 18 people are dead. More than 100 are injured from severe weather over the weekend. Now, the storm system creating a dangerous holiday for millions of people, especially as people travel. As Amy Kiley shows us, forecasters say it could hit more than 20 states just today.
The storm system responsible for a number of deaths over the weekend is putting more than 120 million people at risk of severe weather today. That could make Memorial Day perilous for people trying to get home and for others not going anywhere.
All I could say through the whole thing is I'm glad that we're alive.
The National Weather Service says it issued a rare kind of tornado watch last night for parts of Arkansas, Illinois, Kentucky, Missouri, and Tennessee. It indicates high confidence of at least EF2 strength and long-lived tornadoes.
We have been blessed with an outpour of people stopping by, calling and texting, and all the help we can get.
The fatalities are largely from storms that hit Arkansas and Texas between Saturday night and yesterday morning. A 2-year-old and 3 other juveniles are dead in the Lone Star State.
Texans across the state are saddened by the tragic loss of life.
Officials also report more than 100 weather-related injuries in Texas.
You see videos about tornadoes. You see people retelling them, just like how, I'm retelling them now, but it's really one of those things you never expect and, until it actually happens.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
I'm going to take a live look at the Bay Bridge this morning, seeing what driving conditions there look like. Not too much activity there. Few cars and trucks looks like on the bridge, but of course we know many people on Delmarva will be crossing the bridge today as they return home from Memorial Day celebrations and the long weekend. So you do not want to get caught up in any traffic. Plan accordingly. According to AAA, the best time to drive today is after 7 p.m. The worst times are between 3 p.m. and 7 this evening. Memorial Day, of course, meant to honor those who gave their lives in service of our country. So maybe you'll be seeing more poppies today. That's actually the flower, a symbol of remembrance. It also makes up the Wall of Honor we're showing you in D.C. It's designed to remind people of the sacrifice of fallen service members. More than 600,000 poppies fill one side of the 133-foot-long wall at the base of the Lincoln Memorial. Each flower represents a service member who was killed in the line of duty since World War I. So now we're going to hear what Delaware Senator Tom Carper says about Memorial Day and what it means to him.
For our family, Memorial Day is not just a day to have a picnic and go to the beach and have fun. It's a day to remember those who have put everything on the line and sacrifice for our country. And that's what I think about this morning. And think not just those who have served, but those who are serving today all over the world. All over the world. God bless them.
And later on in CoastTV News today, we're going to show you some different activities in our area that honor our local heroes. On Sunday, veterans and community members spent part of their day remembering why, of course, we have the holiday weekend. And as we know, it's to honor the fallen. The Georgetown Kiwanis Club and the Korean War Veterans Association held its annual Memorial Day ceremony at the Georgetown Circle. There was patriotic music and a hometown hero's speech from local veteran whose brother was killed in action. And assistance from the Boy Scouts. Wreaths were laid by various veteran organizations and community groups, all in honor of local men and women who paid the ultimate sacrifice. Well, this morning, 2 people are recovering after a small plane crash near Salisbury Sunday afternoon. It sent them to the hospital. We're going to show you some video of the crash site. According to troopers, the single-engine plane crashed into a field near Log Cabin Road and West Road. According to Maryland State Police, 2 people, a man and a woman, were on board that plane when it went down. The man, who was the pilot of the plane, was taken by helicopter to the Shock Trauma Center in Baltimore. The woman was taken by ambulance to Tidal Health Peninsula Regional in Salisbury. That was for treatment of her injuries. CoastTV also learned from the Salisbury Fire Department there was a minor fuel leak coming from that plane that was quickly cleaned up. The National Transportation and Safety Board is now leading this investigation. This morning, police are investigating an accident where a 25-year-old Laurel man crashed into his own house. According to police, this happened around 3:49 p.m. Saturday. It was on the 100 block of West Street in Laurel. Police say the driver, Otis Flurgam, was leaving a residential driveway and, for reasons that are unclear, hit the gas as he was still turning out. He lost control of the car, went off the road, plowed through 2 fences, hit his 6-year-old son, and then hit his own house. Police say there were no signs of impairment. That boy was taken to the hospital with a leg injury, and according to investigators, the driver was released after being treated. For the first time since the Key Bridge collapse, cruise ships can now come and go from the Port of Baltimore. According to the Port of Baltimore, the Royal Caribbean cruise ship headed to a 5-night voyage to Bermuda. The port proclaimed on social media, quote, "Baltimore is back." All right, well, we're just getting started this morning on CoastTV News Today. Still a lot more news to get to. Coming up today marks the unofficial start of summer. We're showing you events you can look forward to on Delmarva to make the most out of the summer season. And a new bill in Delaware aims to fend off fraud. We'll tell you who would be required to show disclaimers before any sales. And Google giving its new AI search tool another look. This after the company says the tool gave some users the wrong answers. We're going to tell you what the company says the tool is meant to do. All that and more as CoastTV News Today continues.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can hack your information without you even knowing. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses the latest RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from stealing your info. It's ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. With the auto-locking Slim Mint, your cards and money stay securely in place. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to fit your additional cards and cash. Call or click now and get Slim Mint for just $29.99. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get an instant $10 discount. So it's only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get Slim Mint at this low price. There's a strict limit of 3 Slim Mint wallets while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-613-4296. Call or visit slimmintwallet.com. So call 1-800-613-4296 now. Turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. Plus, get free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. Call now.
Coughing on a plane.
I swear to you, it was a chorus of coughs.
How to stay healthy traveling this Memorial Day. Next Inside Edition. When is it right for a passenger to be kicked off planes for coughing? Then, the new way of teaching kids how to swim with their clothes on.
Put your head all the way back.
How this method can save so many lives. Next Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Coming up on 5/11 on this Memorial Day Monday. Bay Health Cam, Dover 69 right now, mostly cloudy skies. We do have showers across Sussex County right now. Some in pockets of heavier showers now. We had one area of heavier rain moving off Lewis. Georgetown's got some rain down in far southern parts of Sussex County. We do have some of those showers as well. So this is one round. The second round, the much stronger round, builds in later today. That's why it's a first alert day. We could be looking at severe weather as we go into later today. Your golf forecast, if you are headed out to golf on this Memorial Day, please be careful out there. Keep an eye to the sky. If it darkens this afternoon, take shelter. 84, warm and humid with scattered showers and storms, especially after about 2 o'clock.
Bob, thank you so much. With the great weather we're seeing this morning, of course, maybe not this afternoon, and a lot of people flocking to the beach, DenRec is reminding people that Delaware has some specific rules when it comes to jet skis. So, friendly reminder for all of you. You must be at least 14 to operate a jet ski. Teenagers must take a boater safety course and show proof if asked. 14 and 15-year-olds do require an adult on board, and life jackets are always mandatory. Some traffic news for you this morning. A closure hitting Bethany Beach today. DelDOT will be installing a crosswalk along Coastal Highway and Ashwood Street. So prepare for some alternate routes and use the project, as this project is expected to last until the end of July. People who drive at Cape Henlopen State Park have one less option this Memorial Day weekend. So a reminder for you, the state park says Navy Crossing will be closed as the beach is too narrow. However, you will be able to walk on this area. Google is walking back some factually incorrect search results. This comes just days after launching its new artificial intelligence search tool. The tool summarizes search results so users don't have to click through multiple links to get quick answers to their questions. But this week, the feature came under fire after it provided false or misleading information to some questions. A spokesperson says the vast majority of AI overviews provide high-quality information, however, with links to dig deeper on the web. Last week, we reported that Target was going to be slashing prices on certain items, and now, some good news, it's Amazon's turn. Online grocery delivery service, Amazon Fresh, they all said they're cutting prices on 4,000 grocery items. U.S. shoppers will reportedly see some daily discounts of up to 30% on items in-store and online. Meat, seafood, frozen food, dairy, and beverages are among some of the products that you'll see price cuts. You could possibly save even more. That's if you're an Amazon Prime member. The retailer is offering an extra 10% off certain items for you. Capital One and Walmart are calling it quits. Both companies have announced their deal that made Capital One the exclusive issuer of Walmart consumer credit cards has ended. Despite their divorce, nothing changes for customers who still use those cards. You can still earn and redeem your rewards. Rewards that were already accrued are still valid. Capital One is retaining ownership of those accounts, and Walmart says it'll give more information to cardholders coming up over the next few months. Still ahead this morning, Delaware legislators aiming to fend off fraud. We're telling you a new bill that could make sellers show a disclaimer for certain items.
We are seeing some showers on this Monday morning across Delmarva, Gateway, Subaru, Cam, Ocean City. Starting to see some daylight, not the best of beach days, as it is a quiet start weather-wise to our Memorial Day, but could get severe later today. It is a first alert day. I'll break down the threats and timing of the storms coming up next.
Remembering our fallen heroes this Memorial Day weekend.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services
to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
Join Sussex Pride and Milton Theater in celebrating love, diversity, and inclusion at Milton Pride on Saturday, June 8th from 4 to 8 p.m. Hosted by the fabulous Magnolia Applebottom. Enjoy food trucks, explore unique vendors, and enjoy performances by the Rainbow Chorale of Delaware and more. Be part of Milton Pride on June 8th from 4 to 8 p.m. in downtown Milton, a celebration of unity in diversity. Sashay over to miltontheater.com for more information. Celebrate Pride, celebrate you.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Monday morning. Let's take a live look right now at Ocean City, see what's happening there. And okay, not too much going on there, Bob, but probably as expected. I know you said too that weather, the potential for severe weather is more this afternoon.
Yeah, that's the focus for today. You know, ideally, Paige, we would want beautiful sunny weather on Memorial Day so we can honor the fallen and participate in outdoor activities. But, today does look like a stormy one. So there's the QR code right there. I haven't seen that in a while. That is going to get you to our CoastTV weather app. Important to have that tool today because we have the potential of severe weather. It's a level 2 risk. It's a slight chance of severe weather, but we are all involved here across Delmarva, all shaded in the yellow. That means you have to be extra vigilant this afternoon for the potential of severe weather. What could we see? Well, it's possible we could see a spin-up tornado. It's a low chance, but it is there. A moderate chance of heavy rain, maybe torrential rain as well. So a lot of folks out and about today traveling at the beaches, cooking out, all that. You really have to be extra vigilant this afternoon. Perhaps some wind damage. Be ready to bring items inside and make sure they're secured. Could see winds over 50 miles per hour and maybe some large hail as well. Now, we are seeing some showers and a couple of storms already sparking up this morning, but this is not the main event. What we're seeing is a heavier shower near Bryan Store in south of Georgetown right now. Maybe some lightning there and just other scattered showers across Sussex County right now. But once again, this is not the main event. We're looking at drier conditions around Salisbury and the Eastern Shore right now. This is just a part of a front that's parked over us, but the stronger system is back to our west across the Ohio Valley. That's what promises that threat for severe weather later on. 60s and 70s right now and a muggy southerly breeze. So here's Futurecast. Let's walk you through it this morning. We are seeing some hit and miss showers, temperatures in the 70s, eventually 80s by noon. I think we do get a little break with mid 80s, and then if we get that afternoon sunshine, that will just stabilize the atmosphere even more as we have temperatures well into the 80s. And here come the showers and storms after about 3 o'clock. By 5 o'clock, a big area of very heavy rain, maybe some of that hail, damaging winds as well. So make sure you stay tuned through the afternoon. We'll have updates with the severe weather potential. Then it looks like it starts to move offshore this evening, and then maybe one last push of showers very late tonight. And then Tuesday morning, it's much nicer. Lower humidity, temperatures into the 70s. By noon, we're in the low 80s and mid 80s by Tuesday afternoon. So it's going to be much nicer day there. As far as rain, about a ½ inch to about an inch. But if you're under one of these heavier thunderstorms, you certainly could pick up a lot more in the way of rain. And the good news on the muggy meter is it's humid today, but then it gets much more comfortable, especially by the end of the week with lower humidity. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, a stormy Memorial Day. Later today, 84, 83 Tuesday. Maybe a few showers Wednesday, 79, but look how the temperatures dip through the 70s through the end of the week, lows in the lower 50s by the weekend. It's going to cool down. Right now, next weekend looks really nice, and temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Our umbrella winner today is Jim from Rehoboth Beach. Congratulations, Jim. You have a brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and CoastTV.
As we celebrate Memorial Day and remember those who have served, a new bill aims to create the Delaware Department of Veteran Affairs. According to the Delaware House Republicans, currently, Delaware has a commission on veteran affairs. It's a 15-member volunteer group. But a new department would create a cabinet-level position with more access and influence, according to bill sponsors. And according to Oak Orchard Representative Jeff Hilvosky in Delaware, only 22% of veterans receive some disability payment compared to 30% nationally. Hilvosky says the new department could better help ensure all eligible veterans get their deserved funding. Another new Delaware bill would require anywhere that sells a third-party gift card to display a notice of scams. According to lawmakers, con artists are pretending to be government agencies, and they often pressure senior citizens into sending payments via gift cards. A release says more than 6,000 Delawareans were victims of this, and half lost over $700. The Delaware AARP director says Delaware is 4th in the nation for overall fraud reports. And while we're talking about this, we have a scam alert you should know about. Seaford Police saying people are receiving phone calls claiming to be deputies and that there's an arrest warrant for failing to appear for jury duty. The caller then demands money. Seaford Police say none of this is true. Police will never call you requesting any sort of payment. More to come this morning. Ocean City lifeguards are back on the beach. We're telling you when you can catch them on duty this summer.
Returning to the water and the sky. Coming up, I'll show you the coolest things to do this summer.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Get your complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for just $79.99 and get free shipping. Plus, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
CoastTV and the First Alert Weather Team. Your safety, our commitment.
America's favorite car show makes its Dover debut with cool cars, cool people, and good times. It's the first ever Good Guys First Grundy Insurance Mid-Atlantic National, and it's all happening June 7th through the 9th at Dover Motor Speedway. Check out over 2,000 of the Northeast's baddest classics on display. And don't miss Good Guys CPP Autocross racing action, a tire smoking burnout competition, Nitro Thunderfest, a huge swap meet and vendor midway, live music, and so much more. And it's all going down June 7th through the 9th at Dover Motor Speedway. Get details at good-guys.com.
Hey Steve, we've got this trip to give away. It's gotta be Vegas, man.
No. Hawaii, it's on everybody's bucket list. Oh wait, it's Sarah.
Oh hey, are you guys talking about the trip? Tinseltown is where it's at. Oh hey, there's April.
Wait, I'm the voice of reason. We should let the winner pick.
Listen weekdays for your cue to call to qualify for a spot at our Pick Your Trip party at Suicide Bridge in Hurlock, sponsored by Alpha Roofing and Siding. Delmarva residents only, 21 and older.
Wake up smarter.
I've got the 5 things you need to know to start your day.
Take a trip down memory lane.
Remember in elementary school when you would make those boxes?
Find your next furry friend.
His name is Peppy, and he's a 12-year-old Chihuahua mix.
And discover your inner clumsy.
That's a sad sign that you're getting old when you just take a little tumble like that.
Make your mornings brilliant. Join April weekdays from 6 to 10 on 107.1 The Duck. Sponsored by Acme Ceramic Tile Company.
Life is all about choices.
And on Delmarva, we know you have a lot of country music stations to choose from.
Well, at Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3, we believe we do more of what you want.
And playing stuff that we love too, like Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen?
Lainey Wilson.
Lainey Wilson.
Plus all the good stuff too, Reba, Brooks and Dunn, Garth, and all the classics in between.
So we're issuing the Coast Country Challenge.
Tune us in for a week and we're sure when you'll accept the challenge,
you'll feel Delmarva proud too.
The Ocean City Beach Patrol is back. Lifeguards are on duty from 10 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. Don't forget, that is for every day this summer. All right, you want to take your dog to the beach? Listen up. We have some different beach towns. What's going on there in Dewey Beach from now through Labor Day? Dogs are allowed on Dewey before 9:30 a.m. and after 5:30, but they must have a town license, and they can only be off-leash if they respond well to your commands. Then in Lewis, dogs can be on the beach on a leash before 8 a.m. and after 6:30 p.m. In Rehoboth, Bethany, South Bethany, Fenwick, and Ocean City, sorry, dogs are not allowed at all on the beach until this fall. And then in state parks, dogs not allowed on pedestrian beaches, but they are allowed on surf fishing beaches. At Broadkill and Slaughter, dogs, they're allowed anytime. All right, well, if you're taking your dog to the beach today, you'll want to do that early. We're going to bring back in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihy. Bob, it's just not a day for, sun tanning and beach days.
Yeah, and when you say no dogs allowed, it reminds me of Snoopy from the Peanuts. No dogs allowed, when you try to follow everybody else, yeah. But dogs can't go everywhere. But if they are out and about, and you are as well, heads up on the beach. We're seeing some showers this morning and then the bigger storms this afternoon for Fenwick Island and Ocean City. So take shelter if you see those skies darken. Lewis and Rehoboth Beach also looking at the storms developing around noon in Lewis, and then strong storms later on for Lewis and Rehoboth. So be extra careful out there. On the bay side in Cambridge, you're in the upper 70s, storms a little bit later on. And Crisfield also looking out for storms as we go through the day. We're talking the possibility of hail, damaging winds, and maybe a tornado or two. It's a serious situation. First Alert Day. I'll have much more on that coming up in a few minutes.
Today, a whole lineup of summer events is awaiting over the next 3 months. CoastTV's Mallory Metzner shows us the coolest events to mark down on your summer calendar.
Memorial Day is the start of the summer season on Delmarva, and there's decades-old classic events coming back. Maybe the best year yet. Giddy up! In late July, the 99th annual pony swim happens again in Chincoteague. On July 24th, saltwater cowboys gather the wild ponies and foals across the channel. The day after, ponies are auctioned off to control the herd population and raise money for the volunteer firefighters who care for the animals throughout the year. July is full of fireworks with shows taking place down the coast. The city of Rehoboth Beach is set to put the ooh and ah this year with a fireworks display. It will launch around 9:30 p.m. Saturday, July 6th. The display is visible along Rehoboth's Mile Plus Beach and Boardwalk. What is billed as the world's largest and richest billfish tournament happens again August 5th through the 9th in Ocean City. 400 boats participated last year with over $10.5 million in prize money. The Ocean City Air Show zooms back onto the coast. August 24th and 25th, there will be fighter jets, cargo demos, and even an Italian Air Force display in the U.S. for the first time in over 30 years. Dewey Beach becomes Pamplona, Spain on June 24th. For 25 years, the Starboard has hosted Running of the Bull. People pack the streets with a celebrity matador to raise money for the Rehoboth Beach Volunteer Fire Company. Some of these events are free, some have special tickets. We have the details on CoastTV.com.
Intruders are more likely to target homes with dark zones. Take the bullseye off your house and turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a high-tech security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. During the day, it's disguised as a high-tech security camera. It's completely wireless and installs in just seconds. Powered by solar panels, no batteries needed. It adjusts a full 360 degrees. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. But wait, we can also include a second one. Just pay a separate fee. Plus, we'll give you free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. So call 1-800-316-1548 or go to buybionic360.com.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can hack your information without you even knowing. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses the latest RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from stealing your info. It's ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. With the auto-locking Slim Mint, your cards and money stay securely in place. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to fit your additional cards and cash. Call or click now and get Slim Mint for just $29.99. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get an instant $10 discount, so it's only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get Slim Mint at this low price. There's a strict limit of 3 Slim Mint wallets while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-613-4296. Call or visit slimmintwallet.com. So call 1-800-613-4296 now.
Now on CoastTV News.
We're seeing a few showers and thunderstorms to start our Memorial Day, but it could become really stormy later today. It's the first alert day for the potential of severe weather. I'll have the timing and the impacts coming up in just a few minutes.
It's a busy travel day, especially to and from Delmarva. We're going to be taking a look at road conditions to help you plan your day. And we remember all those who have served. President Biden is also calling on a day of prayer when you're asked to participate in this day of prayer with the rest of the country. And progress from the Port of Baltimore, the big milestone since the deadly bridge collapse.
This is CoastTV News Today.
We're coming up on 6:31 this morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Paige Marley. Well, we also just heard some loud thunder in our area, so maybe if you're in the Milton area, you're right there with us. You're hearing that thunder, maybe waiting for the sound of rain. Not quite sure what's going on this morning, but we're going to check in with the man who does know what's going on. First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihy has been tracking storms for us on this First Alert weather day, Bob.
That's right, Paige. You know, I just mentioned, I just saw a lightning bolt pop up on clouds and radar, and then boom. A little bit of thunder right over us here in Milton, and you can see we've got some thunderstorms. These are not severe. Those could come later today, but we are seeing those thunderstorms around Millsboro right now, and lightning here in Milton near Hollymount. We're seeing some heavy rain with this as well. Once again, not severe. The eastern shore is quiet right now, and areas around Salisbury are quiet. These are just run-of-the-mill storms that are erupting over us and back into New Jersey right now. The main event is with the cold front back to our west. Strong cold front that moves in during the heating of the day, and that could give us a severe weather. 60s and 70s, very mild and muggy as our flow is coming in out of the south. So we have a few storms this morning, and it will be muggy with temperatures in the 70s, quickly warming into the 80s by noon. If you're out and about, low to mid 80s and getting breezy, and then into the afternoon, that's when you have to be vigilant for the potential of severe weather. 3 o'clock, this might not be good. Sunshine and mid 80s because we're percolating the atmosphere, and by 4:30, you can see this strong line of heavy thunderstorms coming in, small hail, damaging winds are possible, very heavy rain, and potential for tornadoes as well. So you really have to be vigilant. Make sure you have the Coast TV weather app. There's a QR code right there. And then we start to clear things out for this evening. And have the sunscreen as well. When the sun is out, it will be strong. It's a 7 today. Burn time is 20 minutes, and it gets into the very high range as we go through the next several days. So be extra careful in the sun as it is getting stronger.
Bob, thank you. And as Bob just said, of course, it is a First Alert weather day. People across the country are experiencing bad weather, like what is expected later for Delmarva. So far, at least 18 people are dead and more than 100 are injured. That's from the severe weather over the weekend. But now, the storm system creating a dangerous holiday for millions of people. As Amy Kiley shows us, forecasters say this could hit more than 20 states just today.
The storm system responsible for a number of deaths over the weekend is putting more than 120 million people at risk of severe weather today. That could make Memorial Day perilous for people trying to get home and for others not going anywhere.
All I could say through the whole thing is I'm glad that we're alive.
The National Weather Service says it issued a rare kind of tornado watch last night for parts of Arkansas, Illinois, Kentucky, Missouri, and Tennessee. It indicates high confidence of at least EF2 strength and long-lived tornadoes.
We have been blessed with an outpour of people stopping by, calling and texting, and all the help we can get.
The fatalities are largely from storms that hit Arkansas and Texas between Saturday night and yesterday morning. A 2-year-old and 3 other juveniles are dead in the Lone Star State.
Texans across the state are saddened by the tragic loss of life.
Officials also report more than 100 weather-related injuries in Texas.
You see videos about tornadoes, you see people retelling them, just like how, I'm retelling them now, but it's really one of those things you never expect and until it actually happens.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
We're going to take a look now at the Bay Bridge this morning, see what's going on there. I feel like you can hear the thunder through my mic. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But we are hearing thunder in our studio in Milton. Not sure if they're hearing it there on the Bay Bridge, though, as a few more cars are getting on the bridge this morning from the last time we checked in. Of course, expect the bridge to be busy as people return home from Memorial Day celebrations. Don't want to get in any traffic, so plan accordingly. And according to AAA, the best time to drive is going to be after 7 p.m. The worst time is going to be between 3 and 7 this afternoon. Today is more about just cookouts and going to the beach, of course. It's a day that honors those who have served and who have lost their lives for our country. On Delmarva, there are a bunch of ways to pay tribute, and CoastTV's Mallory Metzger is going to show us how you can do that.
This weekend, Delmarva is bursting with opportunities to honor our heroes and make unforgettable memories with family and friends. From parades and ceremonies to outdoor adventures and local festivals, there's something special for everyone. Pirates and mermaids are taking over the Bethany Beach Boardwalk to kick off the summer season. The 9th annual Poseidon Festival is back with events at the Bandstand and Nature Center. The festivities wrap up on Memorial Day with a service at the Bandstand. On Monday, the ceremony at the Wicomico War Veterans Memorial includes the ringing of the Red Knights Memorial Bell, branch players, a volley of arms, and the names of fallen veterans will be read. In Ocean Pines, there will be a ceremony at the Worcester County Veterans Memorial with music and demonstrations. In Berlin, watch as American Legion's public figures, dancers, and businesses parade from Stephen Decatur Middle School to Henry Park on Flower Street. Afterwards, stop by Henry Park for a basketball tournament, food vendors, and music. More ceremonies can be found at the Ellendale War Memorial. On Monday, the Coast Guard will lay a wreath in the water on the 16th Street to memorialize those who gave their lives at sea, and a ceremony will be held at Post 166 on Philadelphia Avenue. For a complete list of everyone participating and performing at these events, just head over to CoastTV.com and click on this week's Cool Things to Do article.
Today, President Biden will attend a number of events to honor service members this Memorial Day. According to the White House, he will first host a breakfast in honor of the day. After that, he's going to travel to Virginia to participate in a wreath-laying ceremony at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. That's before heading back to the White House, and he'll give the memorial address at the 156th National Memorial Day observance in the Memorial Amphitheater. And President Biden also has proclaimed Memorial Day as a day of prayer for permanent peace. At 11 a.m., the proclamation asks people to collectively unite in prayer and in reflection. Flags will be half-staff until noon. And of course, Memorial Day, as we all know, a big day for travel. The TSA set a new record Friday for the most travelers screened in a single day. According to a social media post, the agency screened over 2.9 million people at checkpoints nationwide. That has surpassed its previous record from November 26 of last year, which was over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. The agency also noted that 5 of the top 10 busiest travel days in the history have happened this year. For the first time since the Key Bridge collapsed, cruise ships can now come and go from the Port of Baltimore. According to the port, the Royal Caribbean cruise ship you're seeing headed to a 5-night voyage to Bermuda. The port proclaimed on social media, quote, "Baltimore is back." We still have more news to get to this morning, so don't go anywhere. Coming up, the search is on by the Ocean City Police for 2 people on your screen. We're going to tell you how much money they say was not left on the table after a suspected dine and dash. And bad weather has delayed the Indy 500 race this weekend. We're telling you who sped to the finish line despite the wild weather. Stay with us on Coast TV News Today.
You need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. Make pina coladas right by poolside. Even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid. Yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
In our coastal communities, every wave has a tale. CoastTV brings these stories home, from the smallest shell in Ocean City to the lighthouse in Lewis. What happens here matters. Every moment, every detail is a chapter in our shared story. We're your neighbors, your friends, woven into the very sands of our community. Our stories are your stories, reflecting the heart and soul of our coastal life. CoastTV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
This summer, Lewis is your go-to destination for live music. Rocking the Docks brings you the best tunes, from soulful sounds to classic vibes. There's something for everyone. Plus, enjoy food trucks and explore our vendor market at every show. Don't miss out on beautiful sunsets and great tunes. And don't forget to bring the whole family. Kids 12 and under are free. Rocking the Docks, your summer soundtrack. Tickets on sale now at rockingthedockslewis.com.
5:41 on our Monday morning, Memorial Day, and boy, look how bright our Tyndall's Casual Furniture camera is in Ocean City. Almost looks like the middle of the day, but it's 5:40 in the morning. Sun's coming up and your skies are getting dark because we have thunderstorms, kind of one complex of storms all across Delmarva, centered right now over Millsboro, Georgetown, Harbison, Morris Mill, getting really heavy rain, and this is shooting off to the north and east. So heavy rain, vivid lightning with that. Elsewhere, we're just cloudy right now. The main event is farther to our west, so we'll have to watch out for that. And on this Memorial Day, we're observing those who have lost their lives, but we're also partaking in outdoor activities too. Grilling. We're looking at temperatures warming into the 80s today, and watch out for those afternoon showers and storms. Some of those could be severe. More on that coming up in just a bit.
Bob, thank you. Some early grilling today, some breakfast grilling. Well, Ocean City police want your help catching a dine-and-dasher. Police say the woman on your screen ate at a local OC restaurant near 49th Street and Coastal Highway, then walked out without paying the $81 tab. We also have some photos of the car we're going to show you in case you know these people. And if you do know them or their car, contact Ocean City Police if you have any information. Holiday weekends, they can be, of course, a lot of fun, but it's also when a lot of drinking and driving happens. And one man now facing charges after Delaware State Police say they arrested 40-year-old Antonio Mancilla Pertuz of Millsboro on his 5th DUI. He was taken to Troop 4, charged with the 5th offense DUI. That's a felony. He was arraigned and committed to Sussex Correctional Institution on over $6,000 cash bond. Well, the sports world, most of the world, stunned after the family of one of the world's best golfers shared he died by suicide at the age of 30. Grayson Murray's parents calling this loss a nightmare. Now Aaron McCollin shows us the love he received and how fans and family will miss him.
Go out to Grayson's family.
At the Charles Schwab Challenge in Texas, players wearing red and black ribbons in honor of golfer Grayson Murray. Hours after his family revealed in a statement, the two-time PGA Tour winner took his own life. Writing, "We have so many questions that have no answers, but one, was Grayson loved? The answer is yes. He was loved and he will be missed." On Friday, Murray suddenly withdrew from the tournament at Colonial, his death stunning the world of golf.
It's a really hard day.
Over the years, Murray was open about his battle with alcoholism, anxiety, and depression.
I wanted to give up a lot of times. Give up on myself. Give up on the game of golf.
Wow. Grayson Murray's done it again.
But in January, a comeback, winning the Sony Open, announcing he'd been sober for 8 months and celebrating his engagement. Golf Channel's Rich Lerner has been following Murray's career.
He was so open about his struggles. Why was that important to him?
He wanted to find purpose. He wanted to have a reason to go forward. You look at the highlights from that Sony Open, you see a young athlete in the prime of his career.
A rising star gone too soon. Erin McLaughlin, NBC News.
In different news now, Joseph Newgarden won his second consecutive Indy 500, becoming the first driver in 22 years to go back-to-back at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It was earlier in the day, a band of heavy thunderstorms forced a lengthy delay of that race. We're going to show you on your screen there some of the heavy rain that drenched the track. Thousands had to be evacuated from the stands. Nevertheless, the win gives Team Penske its 20th win. Very exciting there. Oh, look at that rain. All right, well, today in some entertainment news now. Grammy winners battling on the Billboard charts, and the Muppets' first movie returns to theaters. Here's David Daniel with the Hollywood Minute.
Baby, I think you were made for me. Somebody write down the recipe.
Billie Eilish has outdone herself. The 9-time Grammy winner's new album, Hit Me Hard and Soft, debuted with 339,000 equivalent albums sold, her best first week ever. It wasn't quite enough to knock Taylor Swift from the top spot on the Billboard 200 album chart. The Tortured Poets department is #1 for the 5th straight week.
Yeah, well, I've got a dream too. But it's about singing and dancing and making people happy.
Kermit the Frog and Friends are back. 1979's The Muppet Movie is returning to theaters for its 45th anniversary, with screenings on Sunday, June 2nd and Monday, June 3rd. Head to fathomevents.com for theater locations, showtimes, and tickets. Humming the Rainbow Connection in Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
I'm so excited for the Muppet movie, I forgot to get on camera. Here's our Spice Brothers camera. It's a beautiful start for most of us this morning as far as staying dry. A few storms out there, but a better chance of severe weather later this afternoon with the first alert day. I'll take a look at that on Futurecast coming up after the break.
Download the free CoastTV First Alert weather app today.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
Lowe's knows there's nothing like the thrill of finding the best deal. That's why we've got Doorbusters this Memorial Day, happening now while supplies last. Shop Memorial Day Doorbusters before they're gone.
In our coastal communities, every wave has a tale. CoastTV brings these stories home, from the smallest shell in Ocean City to the lighthouse in Lewis. What happens here matters. Every moment, every detail is a chapter in our shared story. We're your neighbors, your friends, woven into the very sands of our community. Our stories are your stories, reflecting the heart and soul of our coastal life. CoastTV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
AANHPI stands for Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander, and we stand for each other. We continue to strive for visibility, make our voices heard, and ensure our stories are amplified. AANHPI Amplified.
Monday morning, we are going to take a live look right now at Ocean City. And Bob, I can't hear what's going on in Ocean City. We can only see it. But if it's anything like Milton, the only people who are asleep are heavy sleepers because the thunder is just going. There it is.
The thunder is going, yes. We can hear it in Milton, Page. It's not the noisy storms we're worried about. It's the ones that produce hail and strong winds and even tornadoes, especially on a holiday like Memorial Day. So it's possible we could be seeing all those elements as we go through this afternoon. So we do have the QR code right here. Scan it with your phone right now and you will bring up the CoastTV weather app. And if you click on weather, you'll see interactive radar, all kinds of cool bells and whistles on there to get you through any kind of storms we have this afternoon. We're at a level 2. We're in a slight risk of seeing severe weather. You can see the yellow shading over the top of us. So what that means later today is that we have the possibility, a low chance of seeing tornadoes. We're more concerned about heavy rain, maybe some flooding in poor drainage areas, wind damage as well. A lot of folks will be out and about, a lot of lawn furniture, grills, all that. Make sure that is hunkered down as we go into the afternoon, or at least you have a plan B, because you might have to bring the party indoors with some wind damage and some large hail is possible too, with some storms later today. Right now it's one isolated cell over Milton and now moving to the north and east, about to move into Lewis with heavy rain, Dewey Beach as well, but it's just heavy rain. It's a little noisy. That's about it, but really that's about it across the entire area for now. So once this moves out, I think we do get a break, but the stronger system is back across the Ohio Valley, and that will move in during the heating of the day and give us that potential for severe weather. 60s and low 70s right now. We've got a southerly breeze. Let's walk you through it on Futurecast. I think we're dry and muggy this morning. Southerly winds pick up into the afternoon with mid 80s, and if we see that sunshine, that's not necessarily good because that bubbles up the atmosphere, and we're going to see a big area of storms breaking out later on. Here's 5 o'clock. Very heavy rain, hail, maybe some damaging winds as well as these move through. But then after about 5 or 6, things should start to quiet down with temperatures in the 70s overnight, and it starts to dry out as we go into Tuesday, and lower humidity as well, as by 11:30 tomorrow morning we're in the 80s, mid 80s by the afternoon, but the humidity will be noticeably lower. As far as rainfall, about a half an inch to over an inch, and maybe much more than an inch under some of those heavier thunderstorms. As far as the muggies, if you're tired of the humid weather, well, today is the last day of the real humid weather, as we'll start to dry things out, especially by the end of the week. It gets really comfortable. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. It will be a stormy Memorial Day, some this morning and then maybe severe later. 84, 83 on Tuesday. Could see a few showers Wednesday, 79, and then even cooler into the lower to mid 70s by the end of the week. Overnight lows in the 50s, and right now next weekend looks nice with sunshine and mid to upper 70s.
Too bad, Bob. All right, we've got to get through today. Thank you. DenRec is reminding you that Delaware has some specific rules when it comes to jet skis. So take note of this. You must be at least 14 to operate a jet ski, and teenagers must take a boater safety course and show proof if asked. 14 and 15-year-olds are required to have an adult on board, and of course, life jackets are always mandatory. We have some traffic news to tell you about. There's a closure hitting Bethany Beach this Memorial Day. DelDOT will be installing a crosswalk along Coastal Highway and Ashwood Street, so prepare for alternate routes as this project is expected to last until the end of July. And a heads up, people who drive on at Cape Henlopen State Park have one less option this Memorial Day. A reminder, the state park says Navy Crossing will be closed as they say the beach is just too narrow. You will be able to walk on, though. Coming up next on CoastTV News Today, a new study identifies 2 main factors that tend to bring on a migraine. We're going to show you how experts say the results could help people predict when one is on the way.
It's our Ninja Warriors Couples Championship.
We need to walk away with that crown.
Everything you got. Raise a glass to love.
Ninja Warrior Couples Championship tonight, and the new season starts next Monday on NBC and Peacock.
Who's your favorite judge?
Pick me.
Simon.
What?
Simon, I bet you're better at throwing.
AGT, Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can hack your information without you even knowing. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses the latest RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from stealing your info. It's ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. With the auto-locking Slim Mint, your cards and money stay securely in place. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to fit your additional cards and cash. Call or click now and get Slim Mint for just $29.99. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get an instant $10 discount. So it's only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get Slim Mint at this low price. There's a strict limit of 3 Slim Mint wallets while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-613-4296. Call or visit slimmintwallet.com. So call 1-800-613-4296 now.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Get your complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for just $79.99 and get free shipping. Plus, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
Next wheel.
It's Fan Favorites Week. Let's go, baby. All this week, we're bringing back favorites from shows past for another turn to spin the wheel. Control yourself, but not too much.
Monday at 7 on CoastTV.
Next Jeopardy. He's a search and rescue pilot.
I fly for the Coast Guard.
You're rescuing the rescuers?
But can he save himself from the competition?
It's exciting.
Next Jeopardy.
Monday at 7:30 on CoastTV.
Migraines affect millions of people in the United States. According to the American Migraine Foundation, it's the third most common disease in the world. But now, as Marty Salt shows us, a new study found people who suffer from migraines might be able to predict when one is coming, hours before symptoms even start.
A migraine is sometimes misunderstood as a bad headache.
It's probably one of the most common conditions that we see in practice.
But doctors say it's a neurological disease impacting about 39 million people in the U.S.
It occurs in about 16 to 18% of women and about 5% of men. Overall, it's about 12% of the entire population, so it's about 1 in 8 people overall.
Migraines typically last anywhere from 4 to 72 hours, causing moderate to severe pain.
Usually the pain is on one side, but occasionally it can be two-sided. And they get a variety of different symptoms such as nausea and vomiting and sometimes sensitivity to light and noise as well.
A new study from the American Academy of Neurology found circadian rhythms play a huge role in migraines. Study participants who experienced poor sleep quality and low energy had a higher chance of a migraine the next morning. For people who had higher energy and higher stress levels, a migraine also typically followed the next day, but in the afternoon or evening. Doctors say recognizing specific triggers means a migraine could be predicted and prevented with medication before it even starts.
We use some of the ones that stay in the body a little bit longer, shortly before a trigger and during the trigger, and sometimes that can kind of ward it off.
I'm Marty Salt reporting.
It's now 5:56. It's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day, and today's coastal pet is ready for some fun in the sun. On your screen right now is Marley. Great name, Marley. As you can see, Marley has the sun visor prepared for Memorial Day celebrations. Marley, I hope you're watching Bob's forecast. Don't forget, you should get out earlier today, not this afternoon. Marley was submitted to us by Brian and Tiny from Lewis, and we want to keep seeing all your pets on Delmarva. So send us more photos of your pets and tell us what makes them so special. Scan that QR code on your screen, and that way you can send us pictures, and then you can watch weekdays from 5 to 7 to see if your pet is one of the pets that we feature. 5:57 now. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door, Bob. That thunder, we're hearing it a little earlier maybe than I was hoping, but do you think it'll go away anytime soon?
It is starting to go away as we speak, Paige, as that one little cell is starting to move off to the north and east, and then I think we will get a little break as we go through the morning. And on this Memorial Day, as we honor the fallen soldiers and service people of the past, we are looking at some showers and storms this morning, 72, and then by noon, 80 degrees, some showers, and then more severe weather by this afternoon, 82 degrees, around 84 for the high, and it is a first alert day for the potential of severe weather, maybe hail, strong gusty winds, and an isolated tornado. Otherwise, drier Tuesday, 83, a few showers Wednesday, 79, and then much cooler end of the week into the weekend. A lower humidity, highs in the 70s, lows in the 50s.